Thank you, Madam Speaker. Request for statement regarding inequitable classification of teachers' allowances in Isiolo County. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44-2C, I wish to request a statement from the Chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Education regarding the inequitable and inconsistent structure for teachers' allowances, house allowance, and hardship allowance in Isiolo County. Honorable Speaker, teachers working in secondary schools located within Isiolo Municipality have been wrongfully excluded from receiving the enhanced Cluster 3 house allowances as prescribed in the Teacher Service Commission framework. The affected teachers serve in the following schools: Isiolo Boys, Isiolo Girls, Mwangaza Girls, Bulampia Mixed Secondary, Waso Mixed, St. Paul Kiwanjani, MCK Kisima 78 Mixed, Uhuru Secondary, Isiolo Barracks Secondary, and Kambigarba Secondary. Honorable Speaker, despite these schools being located within the boundaries of Isiolo Municipality, teachers in these institutions continue to receive lower house allowances instead of the allowance under Cluster 3, which applies to other former municipalities. This discrepancy raises concern as to why the TSC has failed to update the house allowance classification to reflect the municipal status of these schools and rectify the years of underpayment. Additionally, teachers serving in hardship areas of Isiolo County face varying degrees of difficulty, including poor infrastructure, harsh climatic conditions, insecurity, and lack of basic amenities. Regrettably, the hardship allowance remains uniformly applied despite these disparities. Honorable Speaker, it is against this backdrop that I seek a statement from the Chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Education on the following. 1, the reasons for the failure by the Teacher Service Commission to classify Isiolo Municipality under Cluster 3 for house allowance, despite the clear eligibility of the listed schools. Secondly, reasons as to why the hardship allowance remains uniform across all hardship areas, despite the wide differences in actual hardship severity. And finally, steps being taken by the government to implement a graduated or clustered hardship allowance model to ensure fair and equitable compensation for teachers serving in the most challenging areas. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
The response is, pursuant to SRC advisory, the Commission has implemented payment of enhanced house allowance to teachers formerly in Cluster 4, that is other areas. Accordingly, teachers in municipalities are paid enhanced house allowance accordingly. Accordingly, there is no outstanding payments for house allowance. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Mumina, are you satisfied? And I think that will also cover the question you sought today.
Thank you. Madam Speaker, the reason why I've brought back the question once again this morning, and I had a session within the committee to listen to their response, is because it's not true that the schools that have listed here are earning house allowance under Cluster 3. That is not the case, and I think that needs to be answered. Thank you.
Did you present before the committee, like maybe the documentation?
Yes, I did.
So that it's not a word against the committee.
I don't understand why they're insisting those schools are earning house allowance under Cluster 3 when the reality is not the case.
No, the question I'm asking, you said you appeared before the committee?
I did.
Did you
twice.
give them the
yes.
documentation?
Yes.
Did the
and
committee
I'm surprised.
receive the documentation?
Honorable Speaker, I think if we all listen to the statement, it says prior to 1st July 2024, teachers in Isiolo municipalities were earning house allowance under Cluster 4. So she's right on what she's saying. But also, if she was keen, earlier I had said, to this end, with effect from 1st July 2024, payments of house allowance is done based on 3 categories, which they go ahead to say, based on the addendum, The Commission is currently implementing the second phase with effect from 1st July 2024. So it's correct, they may not be earning because it is now that the whole thing is being implemented. This response, you were with us in the committee, was barely 3-4 weeks ago. So the implementation phase should not have lapsed, as they had said.
Is that in order, Honorable Mumina?
Madam Speaker, that is clear. Probably what the committee needs to tell us is how soon that will be done, so that we don't bring such questions to the floor of the House again.
Okay. Right, I hope that's noted by the committee. Thank you very much.